Is this project considered an album, mixtape, or EP?
I said album.
And why'd you go the album route?
Just wanted to start off the year fresh. Change my sound a little bit, change my identity. I just changed my name from J Woods to LoveJodi, so just figure I'd be all in.
For time reference, it's February 2021. When did you actually make the name change?
I made the name change probably like 4 months ago, 3 or 4 months ago.
And when did you release the project?
Just 3 days ago on the 18th.
Now, why the name change?
Just something fresh, you know what I'm saying? I changed my whole style of music for the most part. I'm really leaning towards like the pop lane. So just want to try something different.
What was your music like before if somebody's watching this and getting to know you for the very first time?
Just ratchet shit, you know what I'm saying? So like, I did a lot of West Coast music though, to be honest. I used to, when I used to live in LA and shit, you know, I was on that type of sound.
And why the change in music?
I just wanted to be looked at bigger than I don't know, just like a regular rapper, singer, I guess. Wanted to do, just wanted to be put on a bigger scale, let people see that I'm bigger than that.
And is this a decision you make on your own, or was this a suggestion? Did somebody put a battery behind your back, so to speak?
Nah, it was all me. I just, but the homies, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always did music with them, and they know, like, they done heard that shit, so they was always fucking with it and told me to try that shit too, so we just put it together.
When it comes to the change in music, when it comes to, well, let's start off with that. When it comes to the change in music, was that spontaneous or premeditated? You knew?
It was definitely premeditated. I've been doing that though. Like I used to mess around with pop songs and pop music back in the day, like when I first started doing music. But I just never really took that shit serious. It was more like for fun, you know what I'm saying? Just mess around in the studio or something.
And what about the name change? Was that spontaneous as well or premeditated?
That, it was premeditated because I was tired of J Woods. It was like hella cliche. I just didn't know what to go with, but all the girls call me Jody. So I just figured I'll just put LoveJodi as like, kind of like a signature, you know what I mean?
And is there any other explanation behind your name, the new name, aside from that?
Yeah, when I tag somebody's girl, you feel me? I'm gonna send them a text, say LoveJodi, let them know she with me.
And with this name, was this something that you coined and put together, or did someone coin and put it together for you?
Nah, I put it together.
Now, this is a self-titled project.
Mm-hmm.
And you went over the reason behind the name change and the effort behind it.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to the message of this project, is there one?
No, it's just me being myself for the most part, just trying new stuff, just putting a whole bunch of songs and sounds together, just letting people know who I am as an artist, you know what I mean?
Speaking of people, who is your project for?
Myself, really, like it's really for myself. I did it to myself because majority of my music I always catered, like I said, to the West Coast or something like that. So I just felt like I wanted to get into me, you know what I mean? Not just a regional sound or some shit like that. Yeah.
Is there an age minimum to listen to this project?
No, bump that shit. Anybody can.
Now, can you explain the concept for this artwork?
There really wasn't like a reason why I made the artwork that way. I just wanted a cartoon picture on that shit, to be honest with you.
And was that something that you came up with?
Yeah.
The idea for the cartoon concept?
Yeah, for sure.
What about the way the cartoon looks or is depicted, things of that nature? Was that you? Was that the graphic designer? Was that another person?
No, the graphic designer did that. He put that together.
Now, the release date for this project, do you know the exact release date?
Yeah, the 18th of February, 2021.
Was there any significance behind that date?
I just didn't want to do it on February 14th. I know that. That's all. And I just wanted to release it as soon as possible.
Have you ever dropped or released a project or music, I should say, on February 14th in the past?
Nah.
You didn't want to chance it?
Nah. I normally don't even do like February and shit like that, so.
You felt like it would be too saturated?
Yeah, it's too cliche. That's how I really feel. Too cliche, not saturated.
Now, you said the project released 3 days ago as of this interview.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this question is too early to ask you or not, but were you happy with the date that was chosen, looking back?
Yeah, for sure. Because I feel like I've already been holding it for too long. I just wanted to throw it out. I was thirsty to hear, see the feedback, hear the feedback.
Now, you've already mentioned the genre of music that this collection of songs on this project is.
Right.
But is there any more description of the sound, overall speaking, one would hear when they press play, other than what you've said already?
New age R&B, and pop. That's it.
Did you write these lyrics?
Yeah,
Freestyle punch in?
Some songs, I punched in a little bit, but for the most part, I really sat down and wrote this.
Why?
Just wanted to, I don't know. I don't really like my punch-ins, for real. Like, only time I like my punch-ins is when I'm really rapping. Like, if I don't rap, then I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I really just sit there and really think about it, you know what I'm saying? And feel music, like, you feel me? Something that people can actually feel, relate to.
Did you have any help with the lyrics on this project?
On one song, Make You a Star, not Make a Star.
And in what capacity did you receive help?
One of my partners, Doe, he basically heard the beat and was like, yo, that sounds like Make You a Star. And I went off of that. And then when we was actually recording this, I actually waited, for real. I waited probably like almost a month to even record the song. And I just played the song back because I didn't have nothing to write to it. And we went back to the studio, and one of my partners from New York had flew out. And he had something in the back, or he heard me just basically say, Make You a Star. And in the background, he was like, say it's you. You feel me? And I put that shit together. And that was really it, though. Other than that, I just did everything myself.
Now, when it comes to your lyrics on this project, how honest are they?
Shit, honestly, I can't give an explanation for that. You feel me? I just did what I did. Go ahead.
The amount of songs on this project, and there's 12. Why that amount for this one?
Honestly, I had more. I had like 15 or 16. But I actually had put out or pre-released like 3 or 4 of them under Jay Woods. And so there was like some shit going on the, you know, on that side, like with the distribution companies. So I couldn't put them out. I couldn't release them on that project.
Now, you had 15 to 16 songs in total to choose from, or you had 15 to 16 more songs to choose from than these 12?
Oh, no, just in total.
And did you have to clear any of the music for this project?
No.
Samples, things of that nature?
None of that.
Who put this track list together?
Me.
What was the process behind that like?
Shit, honestly, I just listened to it and see how it flew. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of like started it slow and then let it pick up. So basically, it's kind of like my first song is Fantasy. And it kind of goes from that to like a party vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever done a track list with that type of strategy before?
No, normally I just throw shit together, just throw that shit out.
How long did the track list take for you to put together? Rough estimate.
Probably like 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours. I just kept listening to it over and over again, trying to move it around, move songs around.
Now, how did you premiere this project? Did you release it on a particular platform, or did you release it on all streaming platforms at the same time?
I just did all streaming platforms.
Now, what was that feeling like after releasing this project publicly? The first minute it drops, coast to coast, it's live on a streaming platform. What's going through your head? Just give me the story.
I hope they like this shit. They better like this shit. because I actually tried for this one. I normally don't be trying in the studio. I just go in there and just do shit. You know what I'm saying?
What happens typically for you after a project releases? Take me through those moments. What's the first thing you do? What goes on an hour later, hours later, if there's even a process to it for you?
After I drop a project, we're going to do what we're doing tonight. We turn up. We might go to the club and have a good-ass time. You know what I'm saying? Pop some bottles, some shit. That's it. I like to have fun after I do it because I really don't release music like that. I don't release... a long time ago, I used to release like that, but I stopped like for the past like 3 years, you know what I'm saying? I think I only put out like 1 year, like in 2019, I think I only put out like one project, and then I had some group shit going on in 2020, and I only dropped 2 projects with them. So this is like my first time like dropping for real, like in a minute.
What was the name of the group?
Midwest Playboys.
And what happened with that situation?
Oh no, we still going. We went on a tour with Shoreline Mafia just recently. You know what I'm saying? We did the whole nationwide tour from like Santa Cruz all the way over to Boston, shit like that. Did like a whole month worth of shows, probably like 30 dates. That's cool.
How'd you become a part of that?
The homie Cypress put it together for us. Linked up with him, my boy Vic, Rosecrans Vic. And, you know, he did a lot of the PR work and all that. And then Cypress just had an opening like, hey, bro, come perform on my set. And we just went together like that. I was only supposed to do like 3 or 4 shows, but it ended up turning into the whole tour.
Now, aside from celebrating the release, are you on social media promoting it as well?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I'm on all of that.
After the project released, was there any remorse in the songs chosen or the order of the track list?
Nah.
So,
Nah, not at all.
You didn't feel like, I should have taken this song out, I should have added this song, I should have moved this song up or down the track list?
None of that. I wouldn't have released it.
From start to finish, how much time did this project take to put together? Recording to releasing it, rough estimate.
Shit, couple months, like probably like 7 months. 6, 7 months.
Was any element of this project rushed or last minute?
Nah, it was all, I took my time on that shit.
Financially, how much did this project cost to create?
Shit, a couple thousand. Couple thousand.
Before you started it, did you have a budget for it in mind?
Nah, I just put it together on the way.
Looking back at how everything played out, was spending that amount of money on it, and I know it's been only out for 3 days, has it been worth it?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting the feedback I want from it, for sure.
Is this your best work so far, musically?
To me, hell yeah. I ain't gonna lie. To me, it is.
What's your favorite song on this project?
Rock With You.
Tell me more about that song. What's that about?
It's really just about just rocking with somebody, man, having somebody rock with you like how you rock with them, you know what I'm saying? And basically like on some sex shit too, you know what I'm saying? Beating some shit up.
And why is this particular song your favorite?
Cause I like sex.
Are you addicted to it?
Nah, I ain't addicted to it though.
Now, I've asked you a lot of questions in regard to this project, especially the behind the scenes of this project and how it was created. Are there any interesting facts in regards to this project that we didn't mention, that we didn't talk about? Anything you want the people out here watching this interview to know about this project other than what we've already stated?
Nah, other than just, you know, this is just me. You know what I'm saying? Like all my other shit that they probably gonna run back and watch. You know what I'm saying? Like this the authentic version of my artistry. This is who I am. LoveJodi. You know what I'm saying? All that J Wood shit from the past. We gonna leave that there.
Any features on this project?
Yeah, my boy Mikey Two Wise, and my boy One Way.
And was that your first time working with either of them?
Nah, we got a lot of shit together.
And how did you meet each person there?
One Way used to come to my house with a couple of the homies, and we used to record or whatever back in the day. And I don't know, we just grew a friendship from there, and I moved him out to Vegas recently with me. And shit, we was just going up. He was part of Midwest Playboys too. And then Mikey came around just recently, like this past year, and on some producer shit, you know what I'm saying? But he an artist though, you know what I'm saying? So he cold with the hooks and cold with the music. So we just got together and got the fucking shit up. We got a group coming out right now called Sin City. So.
Do you remember the first time you actually met either of these people?
Yeah. One way I still remember that he came over to, like I said, he came over to my crib just to record some quick shit with one of my partners. And that's how that went. Mikey, I think Rocco brought him over. My boy Compton Rocco. I think he brought him over to my crib and we did the same shit, just recorded some shit.
And when you guys were recording on either of these situations, were they like paid collaborations?
Nah, I don't be on that shit for real.
Why not?
I don't know, cause I love doing music, so I really don't give a fuck about the money. I'm already paid, you feel me? Like I like me doing music. I don't need nobody's shit. I'm trying to make money with you, you know what I'm saying?
Was there any thought on going featureless for this project?
Yeah, for sure. But, you know, sometimes when the vibe is right, you know what I'm saying, in the studio or some shit like that, you know, or you can hear somebody like me, I like to hear certain sounds and shit so it don't be so boring. Like, I don't know. I just, like, fuck it, like, jump on this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, Mikey on In the Mood, and I could just hear him in the back because he's melodic as fuck. So I'm like, hey, bro, like, do your shit on there. And he did exactly what I thought he was gonna do on there. And then Heartbreaker was like a pop song. So I was just basically, me and Way was in the studio, One Way was in the studio. And I was just like, yo, bro, just try it. You know what I'm saying? It was the first time I ever getting on some shit like that. But I wanted him to try it because if I'm doing it, like, nigga, you should try it too. Why not?
Now, aside from the two features, anyone else you want to shout out that you didn't mention in this interview in regards to this project?
Yeah, I want to shout out my whole team. I want to shout out my boy Richie Ray. I want to shout out No Love Scooby. I want to shout out Rocco, Compton Rocco. Like I said, Mikey Two Wise and One Way. Those are like the main people that like really voice they whole opinion on shit and really put that shit on.